What's up guys, JohnOrigins here, today bringing you a Pokemon Black and White 2 Wi-Fi battle. Playing XENON or XENON in an RU match, and we all know XENON, he's that great guy who restarted the PMP and PMPP, BPXYZ, and he's a great guy, so link below in the description, because we all know you want to check him out if you haven't already. But like I said, RU, using this team that I am quite fond of, it's got that choice specs power in Ronan Cut, who is going to be the biggest threat to his team. But as I saw his team pop up in the Wi-Fi battle, I noticed a few things. Bulk, power and bulk. And I'm scared as hell. He's got the Regenerator Core. He's got that Clefable, he's got Intimidate, Quillfish, and then that Drogogon who is going to be a pain with Rough Skin. I'm so scared to go for like Tail Slap with my Cinccino at this point in time. So that's the thing, but let's get into a battle, this battle specifically. And I get the favourable matchup because I'm going to go for the Volt Switch here as he switches out, because Quillfish, as we all know, does not like special attacks, and I guarantee you it's not going to appreciate taking a Choice Specs Ronan Cut Volt Switch. Stab and all that damage. But now, after I Volt Switch on the Drogogon, it does around 20% after Life Orb, obviously, leftovers. I can go for the Ice Punch, try and take it out. I doubt it would have killed because Drogogon's a bulky mofo. And I can guarantee that it will not kill this Quillfish. That does nothing with the Intimidate. It will do nothing anyway. Quillfish is a balls. I love that guy. Look at him. So Chinese and all that. Oh no, don't want to offend people. But anyway, I figure he's going to go for Spikes so I can get a free switch back into my Ronan Cut, get that advantage back in my favour. As you'll see, a common theme during this game actually is Switch Initiative and you know, stuff like that, Volt Switch, U-turn. Trying to get the momentum on my side, and at the same time trying to keep him on the defensive, breaking down his walls because he's got a lot of them. And I only get damage on him so I can sweep, but we're going to see how that turns out for me as I Volt Switch on the Clefable, who doesn't take that hit very well at all. I pretty much concur that it's more of an offensive set, or maybe defensive, which is a bit odd if it is. So that's a thing, and I go for the U-turn here because I still want to keep that initiative on my side. So I'm going to go for that with my Cinccino and then get back into my Ronan Cut, being a threat as it always is. Going to go for the Volt Switch. He brings in the Drogogon and I'm like, yo, I ain't staying in for this. I'm going to Volt Switch. I could have predicted that. I do carry the Hidden Power Ice on my Ronan Cut, but I'm not sure if that would kill. Drogogon is bulky. We'll have to see. Maybe I'll calc it later. Maybe I won't. But, you know. Oh well. Bring in a Cinccino. I'm like, huh. A Rock Blast can kill from this range, right? Right? Probably not. No. Look at that damage. Pitiful damage. I do get the crit there, which helps me a bit, but it's not enough to kill it. And I am upset at this point in time, but at the same time, I don't want to take another Sucker Punch. I really did want to stay in and go for attack, make the ballsy play, but instead I made the unballsy play and go into my Steelix, which completely ruins me because I've lost all my momentum at this point in time. You know all those times when I was Volt Switching and U-turn with Ronan Cut and Cinccino? Wasted. I've got the Steelix in now, slow as balls, and at the same time making me go on the defensive. I of course make the better play and choose not to go for Stealth Rocks, because who needs Stealth Rocks, right? Especially for like Ember and getting some entry damage on his walls. No, don't need that. And so I'm forced to switch out here because I don't want to take an attack, and at the same time I know I don't outspeed, so no point entering that wall. And if I do Toxic it won't do anything because it's a Clefable, as we all know. So that's really unfortunate for me. But I believe this turn I'm going to go for the T-Wave as he shows me the Calm Mind. And I'm like, whoa, fella. This isn't going to be fun for me. I do not want to take any sort of special hit. My Slowking can take this on, but because I'm a special attacker, I'm like, oh, well, I can't touch this guy anymore. Clefable's pretty bulky without the Calm Mind. But now I'm like, whoa, no, I ain't touching this thing. So I go into my Hairy Ball, my Hariyama, thinking he'd either get Paradise, all those hacks, or he'd go for the Calm Mind. Neither happens. He goes for the Ice Beam, does a lot to me, and I'm forced to go for the Close Combat at this point in time because that's a threat staring right at me right there. And he makes a good play, sacks his Drogogon, and then gets me Rough Skin damage, and I'm scared because my Hairy Ball has almost died. But that wasn't said right. My Hariyama is almost dead, 10 HP. But he brings in the Quillfish to get the Intimidate, and if I'm gonna die switching out. I know he's gonna Spikes because he can take a hit, and at the same time, he's got the Intimidate. So he'll go for the Spikes. I switch into my Rotom Cut, get the advantage, get that switchiness back on my side, and hopefully regain some momentum that was lost by that error that I made with the Cinccino versus Dragon situation. It was all about predictions, and I made the really bad one. He made a much better play than I did. But I switch out into my Slowking as the Dragon. No, something dies. Did something die? Quillfish maybe. He might have just sacked his Quillfish at that point in time. This is my second take of this, and both times I've missed the same point in the battle. I am on a roll, people. But at this point in time, I switch on my Slowking to sack the Hariyama to see what the Clefable is going to do, and then I didn't see what move he went for. So I'm going to gauge what damage this does. If he went for the Calm Mind, I know I would do crap all, but because he got paralyzed, obviously, it didn't do that much, and I realized that as I went for the Volt Switch, so yeah, that was a thing. But here I make a play. Yeah, I made a play, I know that. I wanted to take an Ice Beam. I had nothing to take one apart from Slowking, who can't touch this thing, or I have power in the form of Magmortar. But unfortunately, Magmortar probably can't switch back in now, and I just sacked my Cinccino as he switches out. I knew he was going to switch, but I wanted to still get some initiative going my way, so sacking my Cinccino made the most sense to me. I'm going to my Lawnmower, my Rotom Cut, insert screenshot for my thumbnail, ching ching, and I kill off that Slowking. By the way, people, I can do thumbnails now thanks to Triple Finish. This link will be in the description as well. So that's pretty awesome. I get my thumbnail at the same time killing off a Slowking, so that was fun. I feel like I'm going to point that every single time I have a battle now, like, oh, thumbnail material, oh yeah. But I let my Magmortar die. 3 things now have died to switch entry now for my team, so I'm doing well in the entry hazard performance. You know, he's at 2 or 3 layers of Spikes and Starfrax. I've got nothing. Yeah, nothing. But I go for the Volt Switch here, trying to get some more advantage on my side, which we all know has been working out so great for me at this point in time. Going to my Steelix, who I know can take any sort of hit probably, and at the same time outspeed and go for the Earthquake and take him out, because I know from that range of HP the Clefable will die. But XENON decides to save that for Deathfire, going to his Tangrowth, who is probably choice specs by the layout of his team. I know I saw that in the team preview, I didn't mention it, but I had a feeling it was choice specs. And here's the choice specs monster known as Tangrowth, ruining my day. Oh yeah, like a champ, destroying my Steelix, and now I've only got my Rotom Cut and my Slowking left, and he's got not his Clefable anymore, I can tell you that much. Volt Switch all the way. He's got his Tangrowth and his Emboar, I believe. It's a 2v2 situation. And he's looking better. I have to say, I realized at this point in time, certain plays had to happen for me, but none of them did. I really wanted him to switch out into his Emboar to take a Volt Switch, which probably wouldn't have happened, so that's unfortunate for me. And now I have to sack my Slowking, because why keep that alive? I would have liked it for my Emboar, but at the same time, I needed my Rotom for this thing. Oh, so conflicted. So in my last, have to lock myself into a move, choose Hidden Power Ice because it might kill a Tangrowth. It's got I think it's like a 50, maybe 40% chance to kill it. So that's what happens. I end up killing it, getting the maximum size of the damage. And now his Emboar can just finish me off. So that's going to be the game, people. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe. I've been JohnOrigins, and I'm out. So peace. And check out XENON's channel.